power outage, there will be power management. It is just a woman bubu ne tot into a honor na who doom so. And I say
a new term, Amodiama doom so
power management.
Surface no na your friend no load shedding. Now one person can load shedding no.
Yes.
So power management.
Yeah, now say load shedding the free honor na. Ye ka doom so no say doom so kro bi say broni e woni ma de kro eti o mo pese o mbe boso aka say doom so na abodi doom so no a broni bi kote ya wakwa kote say udum kane enti eja o mo ka na brofo na mpacho kane na say doom a ye ka ne say
eno say doom
so ye ka ne enti u kabo mo ye
doom so na
enti ebusu ya for doom so no ena mpanifo bo amane say wo mo gas suppliers say wo Nigeria no wo manya problem o how kakra e wo mu fidie hunti no wo mo de be na wo twemien so mo so mo project e bi krompo a na enu na woche miensenti Ghana Great Company woni Electricity Company of Ghana ECG ena nura wo de enkrata pia bonten a wo bo amane ye kurampo se ombebo amane chen se wo ho no ma na fon wani ni ho so na ye dum no e de ama de to so no Constitution Review Consultative Committee wonom so eye ebadwaku a wo hwe Ghana ya mamra no ensa kyeraye mu nsem ne ho ntotoye bebre na wonom ebo amane se nkebe ya nka aban anase mpanifo enye mra bi na article 68 clause 5 for no yemfa mra bi mra se de be ya amampanifo ebetua eto ewo mo bosumi akatua so anase o makatua ene wo mo enwanam o musika bi anka bebo o nsem no yente tax eto emfamfiri so se de be ya wo mo na kwakoye leaders a ye enchirima ye hwe mo asua wo mu no ye hu se o pani we ono so nakatua ba no ni sika ba salary anase allowance bi e ba no yate tax every mu a ebehye nkura ma Frimpomaa na Oduefour so yetua tax na ye nwinwi eto se no no ehye article 68 clause 5 ni mu ewo Ghana constitution tinke be ya empanifo nhwe na wo munyensa kyeraye ewo saa emra no emu na emama mpanifo entua to na kane mrahye bedwani ewo Tamale Central inu safuseni wono ena ede emu awia bomu obi bie article ni mu ene niema eso musande hihye mu ya amendment a ebeboa ma Ghana ye nyine akoye nim na we say pay us our end of service benefit MMDC is for a wo mo atwam ene ye former MMDC sabanka chempanifo abese afimpi mienu ene adronu baako ye yi wo mo efri hosesa wo mu no wo mo oha aduasa 934 ene de to aban nanim se wo mo esika ya aban ne share bo se ye ju dibrefri wonsam a bosome miensa katue be ka bom ne de amawo na fe enwanam kakra bi ya keka bom ne ye de account ho no wose bepem sabri aban do mu ka obia ka bebro be 100,000 Ghana cedis a kadetiska no over 1 billion ena odi wo mu capital na wo mu nya adwuma nye because koye DC ni wi a wo kwa koye den nya party chairman bi na abakwa akopa udibre na se untimi nkoba bia na se MP bi na abepere ana minister bi na ebebo wo ni nyina wo nsan kan bi up till now mo tifie yo mo nya adwuma o musika kakra so a esa aban ne de ma wo mu a eno so emaaye na pani a oda wo mu nyina anoze so matiko Oduefour mo say aggrieved former MMDCs and former MCs aggrieved former aggrieved former MMDC se convey na oda woman no MC for Akachi South Leonelson Ajidoga wono eneda wo mu anu a
wo no ye o ma no mo NDC ana
MPP abreso 2021
o mo MPP
yes MPP ya enti no wo kan ti o se aban na nhwe no wantwi o mo ntenka mu na ama wo mu a o mo fo mo ho nye campaign mu o mo se 2024 campaign for MPP no o mo betwe o mo ho ene mo amode amode mo ana mo ayi mo adwumenti anopai enkomo nketenkete a beto adwa no
aya so edi abusia de MFK edi amaye no ye nkyere ho yenko na yenko ye motivational message no eno na da bia no ye de tutu ye ho fo kakra ye de koye nim possible electricals ena ya so yase ne ewo mu papa aye Arthur oye asha na se ashe no ye mu bia anti Arthur no de yaka sometimes obi din we say we see bono na Arthur ash na ye kana asema no pen o say start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can.
Arthur Ashe nsema odema ye eyetiawa wo no 10th July 1943 na ohwe Arthur na does it mean so Africa post for because American professional tennis player no or tennis player na yesenya asebgetwa wo 6 February 1993 say ofri mu krampo enche sa na Arthur na futu odema ya no pay ene se baby a wo bia no hye bibia se e wo honom na fe ade ekura wo no di kan fe no eye adwuma no na fe ye de obetimi aye na gya de aka emenya nkropon enti start where you are no na che baby a wo no mfa ho ne baby a wo hye se wo hye tokuro mu ye se obitimi ka se ye wo tu sie so a wo nche tenten ye wo to amene mu a wo che ya wo obi ato amene mu nanso wa sha amene ni mu adua ade amade na nyini aba ye kokuro tu hyase efri baby a wo ebebo ntwen entena se metwen adum pempensuo bi ansa na mahye bibia ase wonhwe ya wunu san pempensuo no na wo aim na san ye different ya wontimi hye bibia ase ti baby a wo bia no you start small hyase nketenkete mu na ye den a ebenyini ti de ekura wo bia nso so enkase bia fo na ekura me no esua entimi fanye bibi anase sika ekura me esua kakra bi e wo nsem no fa hye bibia ase na betimi a generate aye bibi kese bi e de ama o eno na efutu o de ma ya no
ntia busua enyina ye sempa ose bebo dam efrifie chase enne na bedu o yese kwan ware se den a ebewie waboboa no ena anamo no se wantu baako anko na wotena faako a obekoso atena ho so start now chase enne na de uwo no fe no ahase entran ntwen se obenya ne doso puo bafu kakraka dabi ketenkete ebotia yese tietia na abotoa eno anu no little drops of water no na babeye mighty ocean kese na mperefo kama ya tienti no yafa wensi ha no bose ba electricals na aso ya sana no pe yenye bibedi ato ye kotodwo mse ya fa ebeboa yen yenko na yenkohwe yen weather no se de city our weather this morning and then on we must have be ye and ra ye who say baby ho a enso beto pa but am tossed de na ye hwese beto no baby ho no ma ye ka say ento but born any ye say eto and ye hunu nyina say de be ye kan no ye say man proposes God disposes ti ye hunu no ya kan no de so nyame na tumi nyina wa nsem still enso betima to at any time ya fa we ento ye kotodwemu ye nhwe ye nsi kasem no si de nanim gua na egu ase o ena finance minister de beto dwa say ye hwe the third tranche nanim from IMF e ba e be betima stabilize ne ma kakra ye hwe de si de no na wie ya kwa koduro
Abusuya for yesika asem tutuye no asem na wiye ne se Bank of Ghana edi rate na ba bonten na US dollar no ene na 14.26 pounds sterling 18.19 euros so 15.33 and Canadian dollar 10.37 eni eche Chinese RMB no ene na 1.96 amanebo a ebenie na okọ black market adaya na meka kireo ene obi asoso ne de ozisi send sika no Oduefour say ye wo de kwa bank ne de emfa kwa bank ne ade nyina akọ ebisa question so etu kwa me so ya no am wani ada hwehwe ye ne amfa dollar bi ankwa nkobu because said ye wo CD fake I work counterfeit no sa na dollar so ye work counter man for atwa bi egum nti kwa kwasesa o black marketer ya na wam wani ada nti esika sem toto ye na no pai sei na ejina efidwo ada bepem ne no mo amahu sakyerɛ a ewo mu consequence bi abetoto so
ebusia de tia no nti ye ne a ye kodwam enne ye ne a ye sene sika ye ne a ye de ne mafra buru kyerɛ ba ye kwa akoyie sempa ye de besi hanom na ye twa ye ho. The only sports lawyer ya wo Ghana football mu Baba Isa obeka ye ho no am tise say yama democracy cup bi kotokoni has ebebo say ombebo no da July 7th was saying na wa be we no say kotoko be has definitely that is a kotoko US wow honom ko bobo omo kwa ino munya be ko
say do ay be ko akofa
story ye be ko ye de baba be ko akofa
ne ko na news fo nsu die
yes ye de je kofa news ya de abantino ye ntwa ye homresi a
Abusiano pay yamuache na yamuakwaba de adusu no eye agudie mu nsem yaba no pay ebedi nkomo coach Otto Ado na so eye we coach Emma the Blasters of Ghana or the nsenti ena tudwa afa Blasters of Ghana ho afi FFO no chem se odomase interference bia enkoso Euro 2024 ene ewo Munchen Kromo Germany Diamond Soft of Germany and Scotland and Ebo Julian Nagelsmann etimi akasa ekai Gondohan also at the ensem atuda and the Robertson the ensem and oka ahead of the Euros debut gamer and womo Ebo nina ensema and pay ya de down wo yan shase enfi coach Otto Ado na so ye nsem ne say oy happy with Nema Ekosono na obobo according to almost strength.
This is my job. I think Ghanaians love good football, and this is my job to try and let them play to their strength. But this also, and this everybody has to be aware of this, it comes also with mistakes. And I know that when mistakes happen, we can also lose. If you don't want to play a good football, you just kick the long ball, you stand back, and then it's not nice. And if you even lose, then it's even, I think this is the worst. So we have to try and play. And I know these are the strength of every Ghanaian player. He wants to play with the ball. That's why they started. When you look on the streets, how the kids play, they want to play with the ball. They want to try. They want to go one against one. And this is my job to create these situations. But football, I know football as a player also, you can have 80% ball possession, you can try and score, then there's a post, the goalkeeper will save, your opponent goalkeeper will make a lot of saves, and the goal doesn't go into the net. One counter attack and you lose. So I know this can happen. Even though maybe you played a good game, it can happen that you lose.
Abusia Otto Ado NHM say interference bia enkoso ewo GFL say GFL channel say yeah you should play away, you have to play away e bi enkoso ewo ne regime.
Yeah, sure. Sure, it's my decision. Whatever I do here in the national team, surely sometimes, I mean, we discuss things with our technical staff, but on the decisions which we make for players and on the field, at the end, I have the last word. And if it wouldn't be like that, I would never come here. And I have to thank the GFA that they never interfered. They never interfered in my... Yeah, but even I have to say, the president, he left me alone. They left me alone with the decision, and I think that's the best way it can work. Because if there are too many interferences in this and that, and I know it's not only a thing which happens in Ghana, and it's normal sometimes also like in Europe when president suggests this or that, but at the end the coach has to have the last word. This is for sure. And for me, I'm always surprised when people are asking me this and that, but me, I'm not that kind of person. If it would be like that, I wouldn't be here.
Abusha yemfi auto aseye na yenko Euro 2024 no Euro 2024 ehsase ene nonso anwumre na Germany and Scotland and airborne Julian Nagelsmann manager Emma Diamond Shaft of Germany and I say are you ready for the tournament man so are you ready very difficult there name on many points now.
I think the big difference is that's a big tournament at home. So at the end, normally when you have a big Champions League game, you've one at home, one away. So at the end, I think that's the most important difference between the big Champions League game. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to. It's a special moment for me as well, not only for the team. I think it's a special moment for everybody in this country. We try to do our best tomorrow. So we try to convince all the fans and on the stands to do one of the best competitive teams in this tournament. So at the end, we try to do our best.
Now, Yanko captain Emma Diamond Shaft of Germany, Ikai Gondwan, and I did to just say, "Amobaya their fans no expect Fiamho."
Well, randomly, I just read somewhere that some of the players, I'm not so sure if it was Gilmore, said that they might surprise us also tomorrow by doing something we don't expect. So that already changed a little bit in my mind. So I'm not too sure, but in general, I would probably say a back three, back four. With fullbacks running down the line, and a center, of the game that will be very intense once we try to play the ball, into it, and a very experienced team in general. A team that is balanced, that probably knows when to sit deep and defend, which might happen more often tomorrow, because our game obviously is also a lot possession based.
Andy Robertson, a player, Emma Scotland. This small the two guys say game day. About day, they will fight.
Yeah, I think the lads were just excited. I think we knew it was our last session, and yeah, there was probably a little bit more of an edge. And you can't, you have to control it, but you have to let the lads do it as well. And we've waited a long time for this game. It feels as if it's been years and years coming. And yeah, look, we're all really excited for the game ahead tomorrow. We know how tough the challenge is going to be, but it's one that's on the horizon now. One more sleep, and we'll be ready come tomorrow for kick-off.
Abusha, yade agudi mu nsem no esi enano pay the sports lawyer ni the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. Yedai waba yeba Oduefour Nana Asabre penamai ene MFK e the ball kranta no mu nsem ebeto aso.
Oyerepa the station that makes me feel so.
In Australia, Jeff, anytime you file your tax in Asia, remember that your money can end in the pockets of some corrupt leader, or your money can be that money that is used.
Right. Dear Busia, you are most welcome back to Oyerepa TV. This is Oyerepa breakfast time. Near do sono a newspaper review. Ya we ho kakra, near chere ya dwene kakra. Ewia afeni aka de mama kwabonten akope bi ato. As usual, MFK ewo ha, Oduefour mesumo ha, ye ka bomu the duo na fe ye de abremo. Na ye hwe paper no de kan no, o hwe Daily Graphic or say speak truth to Vice President Asante Hene and Akasein. Then President should pay tax on salary. Committee recommends. And from no special supplement on Idil Adam. And also what I say, vote buying, aberration of democracy. NCC chairperson Eka. And Anyaso Trum MPP fortress. Poor roads, drainage system, and all that. Inti esoro no ohene na akasa no last na da Dr. Baumia Bai no kan say ya yen kan okre no ababie ni ho a oba ne bo a ohye bia obetuma di so ya nye fe etuba womia eno no committee kese de eye committee a omohwe ya mamransa ne so no constitutional review committee no mayen susuye so ha ban na katua wo gine bafuyi tax bia ni ho na ye de amfiamfia ne mo amutie ye mo hwe ye mo de amfiamfia tax da ho setie ni ntia wo sa ban nya na adonko an o kan abai bi obeba bia no wo se na katua no tua tax amafki eda wabam
Matima me hwe nokre no Oduefour du ba bia na nokre ne kan ya na obi be se o se nokre bi wo ho na ye yiraba futu yiraba etuhwe ni pananim na atimi ka nokre kire no a wo sa nipa no two sides either say obedo anaso obetan obi wo mpe nokre enti ya na wahwem no aka nokre na se nipa ne tan wa ye chen se obekwa akododo na atwa ntro na odi adowo akwa se parliamentary anase presidential candidate bi okoba bia nipa etu edi na chi yoyi nso so ebedu aba no wanya wanti nipa dodo no munyina wa enti ya na mwaka nokre e de akire mo na tax asem a wo mu kan senye na committee yi de ba se mampanifo wo mo akatua yenye tax e wo so ananka mennim ya enye na Oduefour dada nyina na wunim se wo mu ntua tax me na mennim because mennim se sika bia eye akatua e wo mayi mu no e fa process me fa mfidie mu ansa na pie enti sika ne na mu mfidie mu na epie dia ada na ese wo skip tax enti se nka nye ne ya mpanifo ade aba abonti susu se sa article 68/5 for mu ntua tax no a na nka me ameti he na mennim ti se omuntua de ne amo na moye mpanimfo asebe mo se moye role models ye hwe mosua mo ne oman ni ti no na je se mo kra mu ni mra so nti ye so be da di mra so nti ye se mo be ye nsakira ye wa mamra ni mu na matimi atua tax na nyina so hwe di akire ye ntua de na mo de tax force na mo san ye sika nketenkete mo de akese na ebetimi atibi de abo oman ne ho bra no mu ntua de na che se entwa yie na ido ada na eda ben
ete eduara
Monday come for holiday and I enter once.
Yeah, it's Sunday, but holiday never come Monday.
Oh, no, sir. We are salak say.
Yeah, when you find genuine no.
Genuine no. Okay, mention Master Abbas. Mayanka. Okay. Master Abbas the best we push ne ho. Bano de nchi. Wana ya na ebre Oyerepa nchi.
I see.
Christmas program no. Eti Master Abbas ya chia wa no pe ba bia wo bia no do adan na du so no. Enti ya na Odu ani ahwe ha Oduefour me se pepe de achi Oduefour so pepe de
o de achi ne de anye ketu o
preference no
utimi de ba ku twam kontroma be 15
enye ya na de se de na omo de yo nchene uti nchene nkwan so na wonhu so de nti ya maame ne papa no ye nananum kramofo ye mamu nyina baleka de sala na maje yeso nti nyame ya dom a wo mo kire se edwoada aye holiday mi wogidie se Maame Frimpomaa anope ye nche ba bia wo bia
be observe no as such
Daily Graphic no and some anope kai wo mu na vote buying camera ye fi vote
yes edwin man opani bia
na vote buying ho asem na NCC monyere munye madwuma ye wo mu se logistics niema mo de ye adwuma akade ni ho de na nso What they are told is so be adwuma to dance and show for nanka reporter bi a wo kwa bonte you need a recorder. But recorders ni hon ma that doesn't mean say wo nya recording fam ma wo kita phone. Ebi kwa kita yam sense and train ni wo kwa otimi for so and the past story ne but NCC for da bia ya na mo kana ye adwuma na kadi o na ka ni ho na ho ba wa je atum say wo be NCC ye adwuma de ne da wo bo eni chekere na ye de ahya mo nsa na mo nyiri mo ho nya ni ye because vote buying they say they are better now. Vote buying na ba setena yeah amanfo nim sunsuanso bone e wo so ti sa mo kire mbra no wo vote buying a mbra say na we nim say amanfo betwe mo afiri ho na ti say obi ato ye ma yakwa floating voters no gauta Ghana ma utua na ya to aba ne de ama wo nti NCC for mo step up mo game na monya adwuma ni yie mfa maye bia ye be hia ne ba bi furo na maka bi wonti no ye nto aso a Maame Fai Ghanaian Times ye the Ghanaian Times and to aso most authoritative newspaper 1992 Constitution Review recommendations president to pay tax no exclamation mark pam 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 miensa and odiabo number of ministers to be capped at 25 deputy minister positions to be scrapped, MPs to cease being ministers. And also, sama ewo honom se ese omoye nsachiraye ewo ya mamremu mampanimfo entua eto na fe asoafo no ye tetetete so efri esoro amra fo mbese adonunum 25 na fe asoafo abedi akire position anaso mu dibrani ye nyifri onti se oye soafo a wohwe ngumasuan so a wonkwa na woye wadwuma woni abedi akire asoafo ni bi krampo ho a wo mo abedi akirefo be mienu ne miensa eno ho nsem eno mo ka ena emrahebedwafo nso so ye modin se wona abaye soafo nti se MP for Tashiman South Honorable Martin Jameson Kosa local government wona ye minister e wo hono no so mo ye sansa kire no a utimi nye MP ensan emma medi minister e wo mai mo no ne nsem a eda Ghanaian Times na government releases 7.4 million Ghana cedis to clear 64 containers of medical supplies and also apomuden aso ye hono ye say medical supplies ana say nro ne niema mpemprade bi mpane ne niema bi a port no aban no 7.4 million Ghana cedis na wo mo ede akwa clear ni nyina ede free port honom National Security holds SSSS awareness creation campaign for Greater Accra Market Queens and so SSSS no minima de kromo mu de na so mo ba be ye ho entity e de ama adwadifo a wonum ewo enkrepumpuni mantem ambulance case court admits audio recording of conversation between Jakpa and Attorney General no so ensem a edi him ewo mamu nanse nti Ghanaian Times Oduefour
right abusia ye beka ya sa constitutional review committee no Professor Mese person oteye say yenye review ewo ye constitution no mo eno no na wurajo mama be pass it through koye na nado pass it through akọ sai bia nhia damai but I must be honest say the committee omoye no mani age ho enema ni bi ho no ma ya tena aka no on several occasions yenyanya anu ye bia but ogide say we na aba no anu ye papa beba eno a ira Cletus avoka okasai ura nusa fuseni kasai jowas kasai ewo ho de amamani agye pa ne sem yaka se okwa mama bia o man population e doso che Ghana eso sen Ghana wo mo sika che Ghana wo makọ bibia so che Ghana our ministers e be 25 e be 30 e be no 40 so why should Ghana ye what ministers best 100 ojuro ho won tiase ya tena kan bebrebe say oko United Arab Emirates ya Dubai ni Abu Dhabi no ne nkaye ka ho na omo mani nyina put together na eso say Ghana wo mo sika che Ghana bibia che Ghana but wo mo adwene ma omani nyina ye 14 per do 9 dia de na ye de yaso ministers bebrebe dia nko na ye nim
job for the boys
eti no mani age say omo say ye ministers no say ye te so about 25
that's na ebe ye adwuma Ghana no one thing ne say ye can but say ye de be ye adwuma so ni ase
adwuma because a constitution and ebe kan untume bontra
okay
number 2 ukasa na nado ba ye no ye ye ha se nyina no na de bia ye wo regional ministers and ye deputies e wo ho na nado se no me ma deputies ampa afia oba 2020 ebe no wanyi deputy ministers for regional ministers no but ministers na ye adwuma regional ministers na ye adwuma e kire say deputy ministers position ye free hono ma ye betima ye adwuma no na bi o mo say ye MPs no ye say ye were 275 MPs na Ghana ye wo ye say ba ku bi ate kam e wo voter region oti hono ma e ba be ka ho next 2024 year abatwe mu na ye 276 e be sa abe even number enti omu hia ba ko ka na abe odd number enti eno so ma propose say yi senye hye nya ba ko ka na ye MPs ni ankoye 277 yes ye to ba na da bia no ba ko ayeyi yes abusia me ne omo ya adwere fantastic enti no ye hwe se de omo kan no e be ba constitution mu na ban bi obeba bia no e be ban de no
me de ya na Oduefour me dwen ho ne se ye wo ministry bi wo ho no a wo mo deputy minister omo be mienu miensa wo ho but the minister ni ho no mo a ne yakwa different ministry ne minister so na ye caretaker minister for that ministry abra the deputies wo ho no nti na ye power deputy no say minister ni ho na say deputy ni ntimi act as minister there and ye fa deputy na ye the meaning say deputy ni ho a adwuma ni betimi akoso enti omo ti propose ye timi ye adwuma enke be boy every Ghanaian times na yentoa enkrata na so enko enkrata fufuro mu na daily guide ene de be hye constitutional review committee ho nsem no or say they proposes 277 MPs a yedi kan edi ho enkomo na ambulance case no so eno so ho nsem da say I met Dami in Kulendi's house Japa allegation bi a wasan de abai no e wo pay 3 e won nsem no mu kaso soldier killer charged with murder yenyina ye be kaya na nsen Langard ho nsem koso wo kaso anam so ma osre ni bi akwakoto ne half plot to bi eja wo kwakoye ne japade wo so abrantie bi se oye Langard fo hene e wo kaso a omukọ tutuoku sojeni a ye che no wo so wo de kwadu abo no a eye ewudie kwadu na ye de abo no page 6 and 7 no emu enchiremu ewo na emfifi wonom Baumia presents laptops to students and so ewo page 6 wonom a mampania be de kire wotu franka ede ama MPP amanyoko ni foni eda wonom a okita suku ni bi nsem ede laptop che no nti yese wo de laptops akwa asuafo bi government allocates Oduefour figure 7,429,694 to clear medical goods and also sika abainetwa ede ato hono mo page 6 enchiremu ni nyina so ewo daily guide enimu hono
Enra ye follow sa case ya 2.37 million euros ambulance case ya ho court no yetie ajeje fo no omanum asem judge nanum asem ne a lawyer fo a omugina ma Dr. Kesel Atoforsen ene Attorney General Godfrey Diaboa Dame ne ye tua ye boa ye hwehwe ni nyina now sa ene a ye ka ho asemi tape na court agia tumo no eye nkomo a NDC for be ye ho press conference say ora Godfrey Diaboa Dame ene japa adie now formation ya picking wo outside and saying Japan Richie Japan sa dwumako na ewo Dubai ya no no represent o ma o no de ambulance ne baaye no ono Japan no o relate NDC pani bi okay o yebusuani but na amanfo nim se o relate
na say ebe conflict of interest bi be ba ho no mu ana
enti nkomo a wo mo ne di ye no background information ya gada no se na Godfrey Diaboa ene Japa edi nkomo no koma na omudi nyina no na omudi nkomo a bia o ma the guidelines bi ene clue bi a asam na ye koni busa se a bia kase se ye kase nyina so na ebe ko atia atoforsen no na omunim se Japa no ono so wo NDC the NDC sympathizer when you
na wo mo ka se woni Japa ne pese o pese woni Japa ne kabom na o prosecute atoforsen
very good etino nkomo na o madie na edoso as 16 minutes etina o mo ka se ono Japa na koka na court se o mu kosia wo Yole Kolendi so ye na nado a lawyer for na wotete wo mo no ba ko no ifie na according to Japa o mu kosia ye nya ya sem no na de e wo court de ye nka ho sem bebre o man
okay we wie wo daily guide ma ye free ho no mo na yenko yenim wo the chronicle na ye de ma Proverbs 25 verse 9 and na wo mo ediba wo say argue your case with your neighbor himself and do not reveal another secret. Eyepa Oduefour say me ye obone a say we ye me bone a instead say me can cho so Oduefour de we ye me no eya me ya na makono na buadu cameraman ho no wo hu ade Oduefour de aye me eya me ya pa eye wo no aye bone ni ntu na me de to anim abe correct your mistake enye the third person na wo de kwa akoto anasa second person no enti anopa Proverbs motu ye for papa we a motivational message e say the two ye ho for yes and na konkonsa e na eba mu. The Chronicle banner headline no was myself and Dami met 4 times at odd hours at Jakpatel's court after admission of audio recordings into evidence. And so and some yedi kan Jakpate say when Dami no mushia kro be wo ho no mo a na ye odd hours bia ho ma chi de suma na jo anase baby enu kwa so mushia kra no mushia nti court ho nsem no yenya ento ho nom na we nso so Green Ghana 113,875,286 seedlings distributed on Green Ghana Day. And so asemode mpanifo disi omani se ombedua 10 million trees and is omo distributed 13 million e chire e de ama wo ma Green Ghana no so afo hwe yensase no odumankoma bobre so Samuel abugina poni mfoni eda honom. Nukes reiterates call on EC to set up centers on campuses and also ewo honom National Union wamo NID to Electoral Commission enim say centers ewo campuses no osrada onfa bi enkeka ono omie biebi ewo campus ahodo say de be abato no school for so eho betimi aha wo mo eho nkohia so obefri school makofia na say onpeso aso eno akwakoto aba. Asia honum AFDB loan saves cocoa industry for collapse boahin eidu ono ACU Ghana Cocoa Board ena wobosa amane no say AFDB omo loan bia yede ema wo mu na boa pama cocoa adwumakuo no entimi enwu ebe reflect wa cocoa kuafo botom. Chronicle Oduefour
meka nux de no kakra na maka Proverbs 25:9 no MFK de bia meta aka se me policy ba ko pa ne se me ye obi ade na maanya ade maanye ne yi a come to me.
Oh yeah
Therefore ade a wo ye me mani anye ho na bi suban bia mede na die ya enye wo de approach me na wa ye ma de mani anye ho me pa o chew I was pa o chew me pa o chew ba de me mpede say me ubekwa akoka machiri asema kire na na buodu ana akoka manuma machiri asema kire Richmond na me amate asem no teniyo wan kan kire me amemu na wakodi mi konkonsa akire obi aka me ho nsema akire obi me ti na me ba wani mu a
ebe ma bro
de me ka kire no wan hwa
a wonto nsam ka so nsam
me nto me nsada me nko da
ba wo de wano beka
unu se bisa na me se ahode nu adura na be di be ya ahode nu
se de be betimi aburo nko
ka me nkasa ba ka bu amanfo ka droba fo bebre se me se ka bu omo pa da bia me ka wo driver pa na ho driver bi wo din nsem hu na
eya
eya ka no se me park me car no wani me se ni me se ba you driver no so me se a na me do akosoro na me do ahwe ho na ma to
ene wanya hode na ye ngabedem kabedem adriver fo ni bi hu ahi wo se wo fro car bi a otimi de phone tale na so eye course na car no mufo nyina so bi anka o ba akofo na abeka na obi za de wonko na take car ni mu car no so nya kwanji anya wonko na wuwu
and the Proverbs kan I say argue your case with your neighbor himself what the me na my ade na my bra me chane me nka ba o ke ka me ho se me kira manfo a na bedum na mete a me ba wani mu a me fa who you are make ka bia kire wo
na anyen
eti sa quotation me twira to na me de aye looks de no me ye ne snappy looks and make a very good point.
Oh yeah.
MFK unim say me go school no me go university na me news president. I'm a local news president somewhere 2008 2009. Na Asabre no ye ko congress e wotamale e ho nsam kra PA na yamfa communicate na ma bonten etine ya me nkoda ide abamani age ho pa se I was say yi sitimi me yenya centers ni bio e wo campuses aha enti du hono na wo twere ne ho a wo beto no ho a visa fantastic idea.
Okay. It looks to the no electoral commission Montienti Sano Oduefour mo propose say no a say oto aba ewo atechem electoral area na say Techiman South na uko school ewo tech and na say uko school or Kumasi Technical University ukwa eno na abeto na se constituency na wo school ni wo no na ese wo to abadema emrahye bedwani owo ho
ai do mo ye ne say me to aba wa techim ebia school no aba K University
yeah
all right intino ma nye transfer fa say atechim na me to aba no ma nya ama now akwanya ba say ye ntwere ye din foforo on say wanya atwere odin dia wontimi nsa ntwere odin foforo ba
bi say wanya transfer dia wontimi nto
wontimi nto school ho no
na wo wie school so je say no so time bi outside transfer
so say transfer ko say transfer na nyiska
na omo nye decentralization no say centralization
decentralization
ba bi awo no ye obetimi ato ama mra hye bedwani wo ba bi
wanya transfer na bi a obetimi isa asa ka bi a me to ba wa techimi na bi a ma be pie K University okay yeah they you know parliamentary candidate also to people abaho na wa to no mum eh
enenka awusiafo ma yegyina we so yesu yesu
bebre
ambassador chese 3 days ni na ama no aka ni nyina
bebre am for the summer me o right and na rakia birthday rakia edina woda na Richmond na de aba wo ntimu ma menye wo nya man for na de aba rakia woda no ene ode aba na efri yenya Kingsley ya owo ha ena Augustine ya so GT Bank swame ena ewo se rakia happy birthday ena ye Prophet Barima J birthday or sound engineer patase ena otie Prophet Barima J ene mema otrim kwa papa de atosom yenu eye animonyam afresika asiediwa domfe ene ye na woda ne maame ne papa na ewo hye no ne maame ene maame Abigail Nkansa ne papa ne nana domfe ji abo de ba muhene eno no ye twa to kra no ene ye Pastor Maswell birthday oye sofo ewo New Earth Chapel International Classic Road Junction ono so ye man happy birthday
ene eye obapa Prisla Mber
yeah
the birthday newsroom Oyerepa ene promise ye newsroom
nanu ye did birthday na Asabre
afincheba nti ene eye obapa Prisla the birthday Oyerepa grada ene ye na woda nti Prisla happy birthday to you nyankopon hyirawo na wo ma enkwatenten ene pekeki bitwa wate na nyamia ye bi edi amawo abusuamoma yenyina we so na yemfa enkrata ni munsem no ensie twa ye husima ye ba Ghana tesen ene eto aso yeda wase se uguso a wohwe Oyerepa TV de adu so ye Ghana tesen ewo OBT ne so abusuame mamache ene akwa babiem emfamra Ghana tesen so ye wurawura mu na ye didi di nkomo wo dwom ye betimi aba wonche wo fie wo dem krampo no ye betimi awura ho na ye ne wa bedi nkomo ahwede ekoso ewo wo mpatamu ne Ghana Shepherds Authority wono makache ene ye de ye twin no akwasie miri ne Maame Frimpomaa Korankye FK for short na Ghana Shepherds Authority wonom eguso a wobo modin bia se one empanifo ekabie wo mu ewo shipping industry ni mu etimi edinkita ho na high port charges okọ port se okọ akoyi niema sika yeje no wo mu twa adwo sa no den etu hwe se de niema boasi aye den no a ni nyina efisa niema no ntini nsunsanso e na final consumer no onsuso ubenya bie enti omo modi bia se wone eka bie wo mu wone de wano tumu yie empanifa twotworo ene anintim ebedi nkomo na Shepherds industry no port no ebo a eda so to akese a wo mu tua no eso atimi ate na pani a wada business development ano edema wonum were head of business development and commercial services edema Ghana Shippers Authority Fred Esiedu Date one ne ensentro for di enkomo a wode sama na eboy ede ema ye nkonkohwe ne nkomobo no eniema hodo a ewo mu ye ba ye ne woni a ekra niema ebo mayi mu nso so bedi nkomo ne ebisa wo mu se de ekoso no eyi wo mu de ana setebia wo mu wo mu no omo penisa emfoni ni wo ho.
Authority was established by NRCD 254 of 1974. This is some 50 years ago. Obviously, the framers of the law did not anticipate some of the technological changes, some of the dynamics that our industry has faced over the years. And consequently, the Ministry of Transport is leading the process of reviewing the Ghana Shippers Authority Act. And some of the key areas are, to address the arbitrary charges that we have in our system. We also are focusing on trying to ensure that instead of going through a negotiation process, we have a certain agreed tariff that is approved. And so we can introduce into the system some level of certainty and predictability. That is what business thrives on. And so the focus is to ensure that there is some level of certainty in the cost and charges space. One other thing we are seeking to do with this amendment is to have coverage for transit trade. Because even though the Ghana Shippers Authority has been in the forefront addressing and leading transit issues, that has not found expression in our establishment or enabling act. And so this process is to ensure that that space also is covered. Now, another dimension that the amendment is seeking to cover is that over the years there's been some predominance of on maritime trade, so to speak. And what we are seeking to do in this is that we are trying to cover aviation, we're trying to cover overland, insofar as it is cross-border trade. It falls within the ambit of the Ghana Shippers Authority to ensure that we facilitate that process and to ensure that stakeholders within this space are fairly catered for.
Etiabusianfo hwe enchiremu na we yasemode esan se eken ntu ana kasre se Shippers Authority no wo mutimi ede san hyehyɛ we nyina egu akwan mu na eye adwuma final consumer no so niam abo bekofom ede amaye nti ye ne executive secretary ya woda Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana Samson Asaki Awingobet eba betwetwe enkomo na ye bisa wo mo ensemfu akakra bi be me na Oyerepa TV su ne ma chi o. Yebeda se papa Shippers Association some a womu kan Importers and Exporters Association ya some de mamo ana se eto na mutua e wo ho no mo no enema bibia kwaso yie kama de mamo wo ho. Hello boss Kafra we de me ba cho gina yie kakra bi mame. Jinaye kakra bi mame.
Patroti manka.
Aha, fe de muda ho kakra.
Good. Yeah, the amendment can say since the inception of the Importers and Exporters Association, we have been advocating that there's a need for government of Ghana to establish and to amend the Shippers Authority Act.
Boss, me ba utimi etwetwi ne kakra na nka wa blend ya mame.
Okay, the American say since the inception of the Importers and Exporters Association, we have been advocating that there's a need for the Ghana Shippers Authority for government to amend the Ghana Shippers Authority Parent Act so that it can give more power, more authority to the business communities to be able to do, because the Ghana Shippers Authority seems to have so much powers that it has to take those powers to make sure that the shippers have their freedom, shippers have their way of doing things. Unfortunately, that is not what we've been seeing at the moment. And so, but when they introduce the policy or when they formulate the policy, the Shippers Authority has been doing engagement, but unfortunately, the Shippers Authority has not been able to engage the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana adequately as it's supposed to do. And Mr. Rakacho said there are some aspects of the law, no. I think that when I intercepted the document, I read through and I realized that there's a need for government to do something immediately. Because we need time, so much time like that. One is that they are saying that when this law goes to Parliament and get approved, every importer is compulsory to register with the Ghana Shippers Authority and pay a registration fee. And every yearly, you have to come back and then they will assess you and allow you to make you to pay another fee. So what it means is that, and then and if you don't register with them, it's compulsory. I don't think that it should be compulsory for every importer to pay that money to Ghana Shippers Authority, because already if an importer is clearing goods at the port, it's being charged 9 Ghana cedis per every entry. Again, the Shippers Authority is making $5 from every tonnage of ship that calls to Ghana port. They make those dollars because the importers give shipping lines goods to bring it to Ghana. And so, ship the ships and ship them back Ghana. Now, by this $5 per tonnage, times the number of last year alone, Ghana port now did 1.2 million tonnage. So $5 times 1.2 million tonnage per port, and 8 million or 9 million tonnage at Takwara port. This is the money that Ghana Shippers Authority make as the importer. Ghana Shippers Authority is saying that new law now person ameno so amenea na importer any custom importer any shipping line importer any terminal operator here at some na you say the back Ghana Shippers Authority say the arbitra tra some so now who say some now with the importer na the Bible report no e be cost Ghana Shippers Authority esika the be ya charge man wa and the Ghana Shippers Authority is saying say who import now you will be set charged to pay for the cost of the settle on your issues. I think that is also not right. Because if you are making every declaration 9 Ghana cedis from the shipper, again you are making $5 per every tonnage that comes to the port through as a result of the importer. Other thing also says importer no on your some on the shipper line and on the agent on the BBI sama over genus over charge say charge no answer number there some no the jury say it's not the best. And so there are so much things in the policy. I think so we really need to look, and that is why when they were doing the engagement, my office was omitted. They didn't invite us, so I'm waiting to invite my office.
Asama, okay, Metiasia Shippers Authority no. Wamo ekuta udia, mebacho omukuta udia omudi ya. Wamo de sense yi ba se wamo nyansa kyerɛ wɔ nneɛma mu no. Wamo an consult importers and exporters ni mu ani nkomo bi anya madwen kyerɛ.
Dabi, mo consult ya. Mpacho dem best maka kyerɛ say ye maame ba ko a unim say friend maame madam Labiaka of Premier. And then no person we are memorial service our on the coast of her. See my baba do her to see a frozen food imported the whole Ghana firm Jacqueline Eunice Jacqueline or aka Labianca or one of the bigger
it is a say importers and exporters no
my baba do program no person mo mam interesting se mo pe apacho mo na maybe Monday ne yantimi munye me
pacho mame 1 minute na yanti we fanfiri ho no mania ma ben na ha importers and exporters titru pa e wo mayi mu.
Well, I never catch you say law no mo person bo yele no I so mo stand this have to really look at the law again, because important to me mao Ghana is important to me mao your friend saying because of that you are making so much money from the importer, then you still want to make the importer to pay you say on a supply what asama or first of all asama ba na o say on bet you asas can so me say that alone is not something that we want to counter. So I'm saying say the government should really look at the law and ask say people to say then you know more but Maame instead of medical country I guess arrive at the program. The Maame program na Monday all
right, Beda was for any executive secretary what the Importers and Exporters Association Ghana Samson Asaki Awingo bite and na etwetwe enkomo ya what this are enchemu nyina so de amaye na chese Ghana Shippers Authority womo ankasa say high port charges ukopiem wo porta yeyi niema nkofo akra niema de afri nkofo ama so de aba ebi wo hono mu a wobetimi akwa akoto niema eboketu bi but duty a edasuo ntino na ama niema ne boaye dendende de ama final consumer ewo mayimu e the shippers authority no say mu ye nkutawudie bi a eye mo ne importers and exporters no and as a working hand in hand na mutimi implementation na ko ba se bi a mo dwe niema bi ho na mo ne omu nhia na ka say I will go by to onya abotre ne twetwe nkomo ne ebisa how often do they meet bi a na afe no omutimi hia but enye intentem so say de wo mo hwehwe no na ya hwe because me meti e ba be ye ade bi e wo me maso ye na se wa anyi madwe nkyere bi wo mu a na akwakofa ne ma be kyekere me ko a me pa e na me de me hu hyemu eno si na most of the time no port ahodo a ye se Ghana for importers no e pese wo mo skip tax wo mo invade tax ne ade ni nyina ya as a result of these things to no penifo nhwe na wo muntu sa na mo no going forward no se de be ya bibia betimi akoso ye e de ama ye nti e be gina we so na ye de Ghana te sen no aba na wie ye Miri de Maame Frimpomaa Korankye MFK for short. PSA lady was standby. Yeah, with the health and lifestyle to assume koi mesa ba 9 AM ya na me the entertainment na be ne Kofi Kinata obi nyawa yo wono ne ene no ebedi nkomoti kwaso anama wafidie no enna ha.
Oyerepa TV, station Maame
Emri bi etwam apomuden ho nsem agi ensem ho emma osuru yedin emma sase ediawere ho enti onyankopon nam da asumu eda enua eni habama ebeji adesama enkwa ekire adujamfi okumanini barima enu akire no adujamfi esa kotra kwayem ededuanan agwamfa nsuo ankana no menu mienu apomuden panti wenti enigisem onyankopon de yare nyina so tumi ahye Dr. Tamdasonsa gise di wawuo anase yesie no nkoa ene wontimi na yaresa bia hode wasiesie ho kama kakra bi bagye yaresa ewo kumase abuakwa agogo frayen 0244 774282
oyalfo bia kaise udimafo eye midimafo heba clinic Dr. Tamdasonsa.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely.
Pepsodent, 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
Mitini mohonam ni na ya me ya. Me hwe na asie yi. Awokura sanso de me.
We de kafra. Nanso ya de me manu edu. We hia Procode.
Oh, enane nansa ena me ko drugstore ekoto Procode. Nanso still na mitini da so pai me. Procode nkra eni.
Mama nhwe. Debi, eye fake. Pese yen ko drugstore ho. Me pacho ye to Procode. Debi, enye we.
Oji, na we so ye adwuma pepepe se Procode na ne bom so edefom.
Na mentia se samanfo ba se wo mpe Procode a muyi fake edema wo mo ente sanso a muyi foforo kire wo mo se eye adwuma de sese ne Procode ye adwuma na nanso da bi edu etumi bo ama ho to wo ntam de eno ani Procode a kojakefo na aye se nye kojak Procode a enya ade ye beje
enti we no original Procode no ya twere kojak wo so ena na hyanso de so boso kojak no no
se ye tipaye pepu unuma sisi anase ohone dodo wa edu ebetimi aboa ma ho ato wo ntam de eno ani Procode a kojakefo na aye
Procode KOJACH Procode
Tankratwe FD agya to say eye
Experience cool comfort with cool Binaton fans, now with air freshness and mosquito repellent features. Aerodynamic designs for superior airflow. Wide range with 2 years warranty, with over 60 years of excellence. Binaton, simply better.
Hey, someone say yo. My catch they use Kojak quality oral care product. Today Kojak charcoal toothpaste. None of most my head. Fanam ma'am. What up now saying?
Hey, Mrs. Aquano. Oh no. Ekiki Mrs. Edia Ben, Ekiki would say. Now won't take Kojak PNF toothpaste. Any of my mouthwash no. Ye free hanum say ya kona kope bito. Esan sen ho nye na kra. E bo wo mo se tai fenfen mo se de ye wona. Hey, me nua be.
Ane. Emfa o si endi agrokra. Efi se ebetimi aha odachi. Infie duase ni ayedi procode ba adwaso. Eni eduro bia nsi akan no. Sanso na yedi Kojak oral care. Abedwaso ede musronko. Se se Kojak charcoal toothpaste. Emma osinye fita. Nemma na hoden. Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste. Epuehro. Emma osiye den. Nemma wenum so yehwiam. So ye obi so a osetai fenfema. Mwa wedi aduane enyu anasa ehia. Odiane Kojak P ne Kojak F toothpaste. Ene ne mouthwash. Chuchumika koje odie. Efi se Kojak nyama so de ibi quality keke.
Incratway FDA Ajato.
Ma will say Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, station campus.
Friday, salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Yede radiase na ene yebe chemienu yebe ko health kakra na fe yaba awaremu nso kakra na awaremu no yede nsemusie e awaremu relationship privacy no chese wodi nsemusie ho ne yebe ka wodi nsemusie wukuna na awoyere ye ne Reverend Regina Boache wa marriage counselor in ebedi nkomo enanope. Reverend, good morning. Good morning. Reverend, debi am se me pe skin, me who skin no na mani age. Intacheda. Wow, papa e glue. E me fe pa. Am so makachre open. The skin is skinning. The skin is skinning. Tu we na so ko use wa obregu. Obewe na nsempi. E da se pa. And somebody see e wa ware mu. E bi ne say.
Maame Frimpomaa Genesis 2:24. Bible say bema beja na busuya ho. No de ho akofam na ire. No ma be ye honam baako. Na see it we no community ye tinye ye nsenie ye ninie. Ubetimi di bibie hinta any part of this body. Enye possible. Nti aware mu de hinta sem ke bi ni ho. There is no secret. Because moye nipa baako. Nti be den say nipa na ye baako no. Ama be ye honam baako. Akoma baako bibia baako no ubetimi asan enye hintasem edi asie no because me to me di hintasem nsie me ho edi se me ni me kunya honam baako be ye den enam de hintasem asie nti enye acceptable ewo aware and even in relationship that would lead to marriage.
Reverend, and ye fanko social media ne de ka ho so me nkomo pi akoso ama obi se me kunu me mfa ne phone me kunu de ne phone sie me lock the phone so any sansensem e wo say e ba no sa even bank accounts sika wo bank e wo say obi sia
say your kasa ye ba phone ne so a there's difference between secret and privacy.
Okay.
Yeah, secret here e wa ware me say me mfa bibia enhintaw. But when we talk about privacy and boundaries, me wo kwan say niam bi on bia na me phone so far there are some portion about course e bia betimi akọ Trinity Hospital. You can have few access of medwuma nsem. It may dey lock ato me phone so. It bia for that privacy in internet so but I no mpo no e say me ti make catch us so person call me phone so a e bia me number me pin number e bia 1012 It for some reason ebi ana BBSC or emergency BSC now need to go on your phone to look for a number na BB. Ese minya pin na metimi dia koso. Either than that no, ni phone tina mo mienu mu use phone back no. Eti nye many be hono so a privacy any boundaries but eno nche say ordinary BB acho na account mum. Wo de me mepenhwe. Mesume wa media nti I don't know the reason why I am a master for member phones ni member ni bi so yiro monti na de I because they say don't touch me ye will pro app bi aba o touch ni phone pen no a sha say so na go ni wa say wo hu se wo wia
okay nti no mo ba betimi abobo no mo ba ni kwanse de isi kunu
ti say aware mu eni so the BBSC no everything concerning you and no it should be I mean some of enhance communication the more na won fa nyemen say na enhance mu kita mu because bibia meka show na ma yetimi adwendwen ho na yetimi SP afa adwen wo sa ade ne ho eti ebi ti say obu otim ka say me na ware sa mfie dumi na menim so wo mami no it is wrong.
Who be our
do me abedo mayemwa enti wo da baby sansa wo pen no ka say ane no ese sani pa konti ka cho say me wo mami no eni say eye secret I keep to marriage because da be man be find out e bia na onye na bi so po ba wo ma the problem be ba our real and most times no we keep secret na eba apa you lose your trust as a person meet me ji wundi biom because e made me wu niema wo da so wo hye eno so enya ma app nti gidie no apepa ema inkomodie nya den emma se wo keep to yourself then me so me chance esua se me so make keep nsem ni bi to myself because me de e bia na nka me papa mu e ka me bia se de tie but the why am me hu se eni se me ka me bi bia cho because wo so no wo niema wo keep nti emwa emma aware no enkoyi
yo enti keeping secret no ese aware
betimi ase aware se de na make woni ma ware mfie dumienu afi obe fine ya se me wo ma wie lego no kra wunim hore enti se chop money am de ma na de bi hwe obi oba bi anase wana na wo ye wo ho ahwe no ba ne sana metimi nji wundi for the number of years awa utimi keep sa secret no there be wa ware jaida ena me be ware wo but one mention that me who also ye single because previous marriage you need be a woman into what say am be single into no ye de worry nyina kira ansa na fifi mu mbe hu say me cousin bi adam for pa bi kra na worry wo e be de menya trust for you emwa
any ye right time we say share secret e bi ho asam no nim say wo be kan no anu odin sie say nuanam ye wofa no magianum obi wo no ne tia no akọ wo nchen wo no obi nyim ebia beduru ba bi no kra no odi ne besi ama no nya 3 years no afei ye beka senko o kan ntem kra nka ebia nka ye the right time ben ne wo say we share secret asam no hu sa be tomu no time ben ne wo say wo share
wanya ne oba na nyim enya ade a wo pepa ebeye ye ka moja enho asem it asari bi wonu ma enfam ne se de oba ne bubefu ana bema ne bubefu esa wo pebre a obetimi aka ebre a awarefo di nkita ho obetimi aka asem a wo pese wo ka na ankoye se bia mobuafuo na wo so wo de akwa akotum sa ntina me so ma yese ya no de ebema abufuo na ayede ayekese I remember say me papa wo nchen my mama say on one find out onwin but one carry and che me papa oba ne woy ansa na okofa nkrofo aba beka de ntema papa beka nsa tam kwa nsa na me mama ehun amobi aka chense oba afia no wa behu sesei no wo hu se eye wo na ne na wo e na obedwa to amam e da me papa koto sa ne ba ne di me mama ne ko se ni nua ba
wow e no mama wa botreo
one ne ko se ni nua ba opam tade ko myself in chopping pam baby dresses ene niema edi dwa ene me papa koi obi santi age beka cho say me ye mamu enu so nti na me da so te ho no and enye say bia me papa wo no me ka say bia sa nyama ni bi na man ni we but most times no ubon say oba onya abotre sese ma me nya ye twen ye e ma secret na ba app no on handle ni ye no o enjoy I mean, the thing about kututo from says here, Omo befa so befa, Omo befa ka befa.
Wow.
Obi e babere. Enti, that is the essence of it. This to be a man, we need to sacrifice for BB and abema. Even secret number out no. Sebe ya ade ne be koso ntino. I just say, o ba for rebi. E was ade no ma ware ni timi ejina.
Yanhwe se wo kipu secret etimi ma aware egu na etoda so a emwa na positive be wo mu so the idea is
the positive na wo mu no esan on the other side onza menkan into unnim ninti no said the one mete no saa na na mete ye flow ye ko e ba eda wo betepe wo besa but sa woti na wo sesa na me no kasa na woti mase a na fe ye rebuild the whole thing all over. And my beti mase say although na sa de we be ye hintasem nanso no wan fancy wetimi akade a ebi a memfa nche no dodo na betimi e di ache and no boa e ma ware ni gina dan say ube kipu no for the rest of time no be kwa abonten akwa akote no de ntokwa bebe fie
ususu se de parenting e mankrofo ekipu secret
ye were reasons bebre e be mo bi ekipu secret. They said okay, na me ko kan wa nware me. So who say me wo ba na say o ka say yare wo. E bia na yare hu kra wo nware me. Oh, yare ne de ntina tete ne ware wo fie no. Aje se ko bisa bisua na se ne hu yare e wo ho. Eni ade ansa na ya mo wa kwa kuwura. But who say na ye share keje ti akra na ye ware Facebook kra na ye ware unim yare e wo na busu.
Minimo bia o HIV positive. Na ba bi o ne nam no misroma nipa no. Misroma nipa na say even now kra na me say there's been an intercourse.
There could be infection.
In this case, in one nim nipano, baby, the situation, the status, and any keka hono. Enti hupa.
There might be at Messi. To say they're okay. There can be a transmission of infection. Say BBNC Amera Bano Obe rem. It's a rem pe. Say bear man ne wo bi na ofo ba na so easy so ba na ebenya bi eno nya pe nyame abata obetim kura yi sho ba na so ba na dia be ye no aba oba na very innocent onim ho re enti secret keep there e wo ne good ne bad side ne do so change the good side. In fact the bad side outweighs the good side. Yeah,
ene na awarefo te ho no mo a kwan be no be fa so be ye honest to themselves. Omo nyina be ye open my obu ha ebeka say empirical formula no ma bi e be ya e bia nipa ne be ma trust no ayekese obu ho kra no a minimo ba bi okote se ni kunu esi ni kunu akofa akwada keto akra bo so babo so no ejina na chi
e bi ha bonte wa babo so ejina chi very positive but odru fear obekika na dwan ache and that's the right way to go about it.
Okay.
So what I say? To say mama dia mekan. Odi papa chi koto oba ndia ma na anya moboma ye boje so mo bia yo mo munim se na ye but oba fie no. Odi live with papa in her own level.
Yes.
Yes, emania na so oye. Oye na so pata na me so nyom pem pata. Eti na ye dadwen ema me papa. And when mama say he saw say all the time they go to bed, he had sleepless nights and not enough punishment. So eti abonte no boaboso ase de emfa ho ta na chi mudru dem a de opese one ne kan no ai de na wone naka wo say ya eti because oba betime didi be matem e wo dem but abonte de ebi wo no ma eni se wo ye den wo yes yes eti ne mani bo enkitahudie na sebe ya betime aka no enkitahudie wo mte betime aboa ama watime aka ne apese wo ye den wo kanti enkitahudie very important in every relationship. Communication, yeah. Verbal, non-verbal, whatever way you communicate, very key in a relationship.
Okay, sir, a bema bakwa juma, a bayer said, "Bia, the echoes when a juma will be children will say that say never, or baby say me pay, or sending in our common one." Oh, or baby say me pay, a beer a talker, a samia mukai,
estre because munyam ko adwuma nyime say hey you be making advances of me bia so am my Jimmy obeba no de me ko a joke but we throw a highlight for you to see how sensitive it is. Enti we oba one time enko nyime once a while you order a lunch go there his birthday go there so that they will see visibly say hey ono so ne yiri ni o
and the Bema be so on yiri ni woni ni yiri pie kra no fa de na ni e ka
and the body shame ansem
say na yiri na ye kese obu okra na oba na adwuma ba bia body no there's no onwini body shame
make it a surprise
the besi
the besi BNC maba
what can come ye bra no asonti e bia tewai twato na yes
anti kakra mekan say ye keep secrets e wa relationship ni aware mu nya ade a ebeso ababia edi enema papa ebebreye eye den a dakro nipa ko be find it out if you are finding it difficult to tell the person who better engage some of us to help you to give you a tidbit on how to handle it but said ye tie bia said ye wutie bia no manipa ko ni hu se say na what because o say obema be jane na nneja no de ho akọ batane no my honam back and I don't believe say you bet me keep secret to our own selves.
Yedasipa Reverend Regina Boache, a marriage counselor. But for contact to you.
But sorry, my number is 0244 46 3767 0244 46
3767. Reverend, many thanks for coming. Yedasi. Your friend be a Reverend Betchere. What in a whole day in a brain auntie, Pachoya Fabi, or how no so one of friend, and I do bra dano, ya no receipt. Reverend Regina Boache, a marriage counselor, and our Baba Church, no, our real moo, and no my yedi a hinter, yedi sieno. Ebedaya hona fe ya kwakudi and como, Keolex, Vialif, Lesvite, Emojedro pa. Ekonomu jedro papa eni Mr. Daniel Abeka ebedi enkomo ene anopay e wo health and lifestyle so ye wo Qlex wa ha e wadro no ebinie Qlex cough syrup ye wo Lesvite ye wo Vialif restorative black tonic so e wo ha ni nyina ye powerful. Mr. Daniel Abeka, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome on the show, big up still. You know, how Friday. Okay. And no Trinity no any you Qlex, Lesvite, Vialif. Nina ye juma. Iti bobo so my natural ye.
Yo medase. Ti mama ite fo yin so match. Anope ya bom nchen na ya mama hunu. Se nnuane duro ene ndura hodo a wohunu he eye de ebo yen pa pacha e ba fa mu ba ko ne aka ho asem ne amaye hunu dedika no yamfa cough syrup no e Qlex no na Qlex eye cough syrup a sister eye adwuma pa obia ne ho bio wo bia mesro kodwaman so na kobisa cough syrup wo benye biato na wonya biton so a nya se ye kasa keke wo wo behunu se edu na ye adwuma ma minka experience na so hunu kakra menya everywhere maame bia owo OTC wo ahensan ho baabi na me call omo nhemase wo culture center na oba no se eh bra we dro no minim se sei sa na tie o se me kunu oje tinde we dro ho pa na me kun your doctor enti de bi o se nduro na wa ba no omoye yi na oye no ka chense ba ko bi ho de on ko yusu eno hwe ono ankasa na okofu kakra
e
wedro na e kofu no o se na opese o se mesra wo de ko yusu na o se ofa bi no no meye no o so tumi daye pa ade che na ne miruma chichine ni ade nyina ko se me de na menjem eduro na mo keka no a ndi kura wo na wedro enti hwa na doctor na ka chense okwa onji 2 boxes ya de mbra na ono e ko recommend we adwuma
wow
mse wa nti woman no ba hwa no se mesraw me pe 2 boxes na me kunu di etinje pa no wa ji sa cough syrup yinwe adanse no e chese wedro na e no kra pa sa na woman bi nso ono so yeso abo chapa na me call ya me man ni pen bi o say all ban no man so on to baako na otoko no o say woman anadwu bi obo saa ha o mo fie ho ni na okono medure ya afi woman no anadwu ni na wambo wo baako kra na otumi daye nti cough syrup ni yedura ejidin pa mesro obia wo obia say eba no say e cough wa mesro onko dwema so onko fa Culex cough syrup no
Culex no eni Culex
na obi baby say ande hwan mu na enom me pacho akwara ofi mfinhie num company for afresu na womo ye less than 3 years they own to me because of nnuanunduro na ewom ne nti nti na ye wo ayi ye fa ne tibi hyeso ne ti na che ya tre ho 2.5 0.25 ne ya tre ho 5 mil ne ya tre ho 10 mil nti akwala aye saa no so less than 5 years no ba man 2.5 no na the 6 years ko no ba man 5 mils na panimu de wonom ayineti na hyeso no ma 10 mils na eno ebeboa akwara no wade yie anadwu yombo wane ha na bema wo ho ato ama nti mesrew kodwaso na koye wia ye be kire bebi a wo benya bia ye den ato me pacho yemra ye friends esichire ya therefore mogedre yeso lesvite no
let's esichire nim
me pacho sanete esichire bie nim entina ya moye purposefully for diabetic patients enti wo esichire ya de a wo fon na nnuanunduro bi wuntumi nom ne aduane bi wuntumi ndi no mesrew wei nnuanunduro ni ina wom ema wonuma ema wo ye kama ankofo ennom edi ho adanse pa nti mesrew ma minka we nka ho ebi mo ha mo kire se omnum se okonom we ya na si kire ya de no bako mesrew yesa
David
yesa wadawroma wei ni ye de awonum na ebesese honam na ma ya de de be ho na mom se be ma wa fon wo swate na wa ya basane adade wei no bebo e be ma ncha nnuanenduro na wo hia wo body no nyina no wonsa ya den aka nti sana ebobo ma de bia wo be ye wa ho den wo hu be fefefe a wo do be ye wadwuma enye esiche ye de fo nkoa na enom omo ye ne se mpanifo ne nkwadan na so be ye den betumi anom na de twatwo a ye be ka ho asem ye Via leaf no iron, folic acid and fesolate no makafra na very powerful mesro obia yesi wabeye anemic anase nimboja so ayeden atie opeboje bia wadawoma kodwema nso kopa via leaf eto na wo a woto wo bedi ho adanse se wonom na se wuyema anye wo se kodidi command do dendenden a and frame if you say wonum nya I feel what one say won ma say twetwe te say dia e kom ye den edo an anu odin pa
obi so beka say ne e onum a obeye bolobo aduane no bedi na bro so na say be ye
me pa chow we no antisa eduro mieni na cyproheptadine ennim de enuanduro na ma wonom wudidi na woda no ebi ye den ennim we ye moja kron na we multivitamin ene minerals na ewom na we no bojedu a wonom a ebesese obode no ebam we ye boja na ma wonye kase like udi aduane a ebe ye ode wo bepa aduane edi ni adade to bia wa fon obia se ne boja swate no pe boja no mesro ko na kope really eni bia den eto
listen so sue wo list fight any viale fumu ne se list fight no daily supplement yes wo yare nko a wo se wo say diabetics timi no but de bia obi onya da oni diabetes no obetimi anom na se daily supplement
me pa chosa wo ba no
bia wonom enuane no na ewom no nipa bia hia bi dada
very good sana
dada sitemu edwomfo ma hia wo ye mesia wo hia bi wo ye carpenter wo hia bi wo na ma wia so wo hia bi baby a wonam bia wo hia bi ma wo ye kama de bia mi hu obi no aya abro wa mo no dan na me dwen ho pa na me say sister nke betimi ne na kasa kama ka chere say o me pellets vitamin na mo because bi wo no mo a you are what you eat de ko mu no na de edi ne so pempi no ana ya na enuane nuro no enim kese
enim
because me we say yeah Africa hanom no ebu afufo ne ebedi a fufuo kakraka be wo kora na mkoto ma bi na siso se fufuo no twatwa you am say run about no ene siso se ya point na
show ma aha
pintin bi adam aha ntine bi a obi vitamin A vitamin B D calcium B6 B12 ene e kaka ho nyina no wanya bo se na waye basa enti nipa bia hia list vitamin no ene e se oboja so wa so oboja so ate a pa dia ye viale
ene wo mo ye gina ewiem ye adwumaden wa ewiem no wunya sa viale mojaduro no aha na wo to num ya wo obehu wo obedi ho adanse wo fia se wo numa na wo hu sakrae no wo widiem anasa wo nipa dwe
list vitamin kwalati me no
me pa cha kwalati ne me no kwala efi mfinhia be se nsia ekoni na tuminum ano nduanu nduro wom na ni na no oden nti ewofom dodo a ontumi ye aha
nti be 12 years for
no from 6 years from 6 years below 6 no na we no entumi emwa no aha
okay nti ye fa contact no to dwama ye na yenko
very good now contact no eye mienu baako a meboy ewo nkran na de tosumienu no ewo kumase nkrade ne ye 0545
0545
78 30 11 0545 78 30 11 me pacho so wo nkran na aseho nyina wo fresh a number we a obetru bebi a wo benya bia ye den ato aha na de tosu mienu no eye kumase area ha se ani ye 0243 19 34 75 0243 19 34 75 sisi e wo frɛ no ma ase de nkraden da bi a wo fra won sabaka no ba de tosumi na mi ana mete enti wo fra mi a mi ntumi peke sisi aha mpacho beebi a wo benya bie e wo kuma se obi ba bisa wo koso fula area Western Pharmacy wo ben bi wo ho tafo wo ben bi wo Madakus Pharmacy ane ye tafo hospital no na ye nhwe ni mu Kumase anso Dani Pharma Ashtown Costa Pharmacy Kejetia Kisa Pharmacy ane OTC anase drugstores nya no wo ben bi wo ho ato ama wonsa aka
ye da sepa numbers no the TV ne so nti clear utwa no ano no ye kwa ni Mr Daniel Abeka ene din komo sisi Reverend Regina Boache marriage counselor won so eba me so me din e the PSC ladi ene ye Friday me ye change over me move over Oduefour nana Asabre pina man apenkra hene chia me e be take over no de mo cross over encantadios adios.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so. Ajis. Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV.
Right. It's 15 minutes past the hours of 8 a.m. here on Oyerepa TV. In Kumasi, Yedru sono agenda na mu afena yebedi nkoma nkasa. Enne me ka kire wo se dipadodo na ye ka means of transport de yemu dodo na nim se ebefa adupre yebefa shen car nam kwan so train so de wo ho ene wo ensuomu de anasa wado na bebo from tam na woko but had ye obi ye business be afa transport otoka ebia sprinter bus taxi no mo ye plane de ye sika for de ntimi nko ho train so sa ship so yes sa but say ship business no emu de pa o tinen komo ye bebo nyina no ye e de afa maritime industry ye kan maritime industry womo ye adwuma e wo ensuo so no nyina e hyase na ya limit ho e de akọ ship business ye se ye be ye adwuma no na school be na abekọ abetima be ye ship mu adwuma wura mu a how be na wo mu e de ma bebre ntine ye ship mu nkomo e na ye ba bediem answer na ye bekọ so no ma men kanfo ahemfo turkey berries powder emfa mount ye ka ahemfo turkey berries powder na nyame abedru wei mu amwa brochi amohwe nyina no munya powder ni bia no ano etimi di afe ba ko ne akire na nsei na powder na ye no enkwan a na de bi agum stew na de bi agum milo fabi gum leptin fabi gum opekra afa friends so hye saa na waye na gum a jano sima be se num na wannom de ye mani padua ne se mo infection hamo ebekọ afi ubenya ahoden apomden mapa ema mo menstrual cycle no enkoye ma mo busa mo twajo no nya be babo mo wa cancer wo soro hia sa dre bi diabetes ne kidney problem wo hia bi enema sa nyame bedro ahemfo turkey berries powder ye no enwanwa nti me nka ne bebrebe wo de tuanamo ne koto bi na hwe ade frɛ number yin 0540 201962 0540 201962 na omani wadi nkomon eni nu nti ana ye St Thomas Eye Hospital abba woma ba bedu kumase a omo achampoma towers edana absa bank ewomu ewa ahojo bebi a oasis of love ewo no ehwa na St Thomas for no abba eni bia wa how bia fako wani huna de ayi receive si asententa wo so eye wo hene kekaw eye wo ya bibia me se fako na akohwe mfidie pa egu ha omde adwuma so maba omo ankran e wotama kuma se no maben we adwuma da bia free juada kosi fiara anopa no so ne fa no opon no na ne fa meme nda de anopa no nwotwe ne fa no opon no mbienu bia ni atom nkra wo 0537 211 531 0537 211 531 and 0537 1794 26 0537 1794 and 26 procode no de eno ana yanimo ba akope eno ana kojak omo procode wunya bia wawie hwe enkodua so nka se manya code ntino mepe procode bia o be specific na bo kojak procode ena ye papa ye jetumo ende onuma ho beto wa anuma no na akono manche ne nkwanche de bia na e wara misrawo utiya ya awode kata onwansi kojak procode ena ye ma wo pharmacy bia monya na bibia ni afre wa pese otubi ton so afre 0302 678999 0302 678999 anopen komono mapone ho kakra de akire mo nti eye engineer Curtis Ochre aba beka ye ho oye marine chief engineer and was say adwuma wo Eagle Star Shipment Management emu anope edi ship mu nkomo Papa Martin
Eja
let us say
pacho jame adom
and na de oba my education so nko san say ye de kan ya tena mu saa train no ye heda nya bi mfa saa ana lupre so enya hyew ship okra so de saa ye ntimi enya isa na enkomodie ni na ho de befa etidika bu ye ka maritime industrial industry be ye ka ho asem
okay madam asekakra abi say serve me twi na ya na enye papa kakra
no problem
wa ma me de brofo kakra
yes akwanda ho
no ye ka maritime industry na industry transportation industry yeah the ships a fat niema different types of products yeah the fat a good ship mu na yeah the call from one place to another and in the maritime industry you know then yeah say enunko say yeah the ship no trans yeah the fat niema e di tukwan efi kro ba ko so the call for so oil industry, offshore industries, and so no, and also maritime industry. No, to say keep 3 points here, you 2 oil and also you bet me relating to the maritime industry.
It's a Jumedie a koso
Jumedie a koso in Suosubia maritime industry.
I see.
Intino a one for so be brave.
And I have a busa we say. Yedi enim car saka dem fa so car so be bre mayen because na daily lives e dey akoni aba and so maritime industry no fa so be sa de mu
say fa so e wo so ne say the world economy no 80% of the world trade ni nyina no e fa see so 80% about 80% of the world economy.
Wow.
The movement of the world economy, the trade no e fa insuo so so when me be ya adwen a niema ye kurum ha kra no niema ifi amana no eba no bebre na insuo so heavy duty equipment ene niema even small items kra na bebre na sabi aeroplane no wontimi ebetimi afa ba krampo na ne boarding enti ne ye ntimi enti niema ye kra ne bebre na ye di nyina efa insuo so kakra bi pena efa aeroplane.
Wow.
Kakreb intino 80% of the world trade, about 80% of the world trade, you know, and I'm insuoso. Intino, can you imagine say Sebio said that ABI say seafarers and I say persuade Momoko strike and ABC will say there will be disaster in the world. Wow. Economy will come to a standstill. The economy of the world will come to a standstill. Sebi when you COVID year na PPE crampo na ese eba no ese ede shape na ese ede ni bebre na so ba na your ground days ani mani nyina entino almost the world economy came to a standstill entino
nti said okay niema ship ede bay ship sa de nipa so ba na itimi fro ship ede tukwan
me ba cho ane
Oh, I see. Your ship about a passenger ship.
Sape pepe. So what who said you say a war car, different types of car, different near your car, a nipa. Your car, said be a friend and tree. Your car, a friend,
timber car,
your ships are a fast, different types of ships, a fast near Manusu.
Wow.
Into your passenger ships. Passenger ships, no. Current passenger ships, and I said the biggest and then the nicest passenger ships, you know, sometimes the 5-star hotels in the world cannot be compared to them. Nefeno.
They say you walk can you golden tulip?
Aye.
Yeah, ne Lancaster.
Aye.
But say Kumasi anum de can they fire back
aye.
Ship na a funny panel.
Aye.
Golden tulip fenukre no.
Oh, there be Indru pra. Caribbean of the Sea. You know, warships be bria. Nefeno who are on jinding pose a ship muna or one.
Wow.
Nanka etiefo nanka ya omranki timi show kakra but me say with time no
you wey ship mu no
ai we ya ship mu na ye hu no we ya ship mu ina ye hu no
ni ade ne mo fampa
we cry engine room near car passenger ships ne dia ene uhu a onjindi se uhu ship da near the passenger ship inside na e kirewa obeka se e bia enye
Ghana ha bi wa ha yeah ship yeah nipa de ni bi ko
ebi ba e wo ma ebi ba but eno no omo agencies a obetimi ebuki nti bia opese utu kwan na offer ship so eno no a friend just for pleasure just for pleasure nti no be register ebi bata krade I'm say tema so no ebi ba but recently I'm say about 2 months ago ebi ba takrade
say na wusi so unu da no
oh obedru fiti offer ship eno passenger ships and ships ni bi wa etumrika pa ebi tumrika pa but offer to say be oil tankers no money ade na from Ghana to the US you know it be take about 2 weeks or 3 weeks maximum na no do
wow
kind to tell the
na yeah ship de ehuo mu asane aba suku a obekọ ne hwan na betima koye adwuma wo mu ni sa ne ma no car de wo fa ye normal bus yi wo fa no anso betena wo city so abro so ane say broche de wo kosi ane wo mia nchen pe na kire ayi no say wo besi wa ha ade bi wo so sa be so mu bi nyeni nyina akra ne bi wo Ghana akra de ni nya tete ayira bubu ura ship mu a de anema ne wo mu ya ma no ye strong kopa de ne ne ma yehye
ship no e na me kan se ye wo emu ahoro bebre ye wo ships are friend no motor tankers I don't know basically no na me tie adwuma wo motor tankers no ye fa oil fa oil anything related to the oil industry no and fa oil from one country to another no your machine department normally na be 3 departments your navigating department, engineering department, and then the catering department. That is mostly applicable to all the trading vessels apart from passenger vessels no there nema be brewed they say na be hu hotel bia no ebiwom say passenger vessel na mekano ubetimi enya golf club our passenger vessel golf also swimming pool so
plane ship na
mu swimming pool ebi wo cry but swimming pool kwa makoma ebi abe 10 our ship ne so in the ebi wo cinema hall I bet me after ni pie be abe 2000 kra ansana restaurant ne ho ne ma bebre enti no de mo department ne edoso department no passenger vessels and ferries in the department edoso but ye kania efa to say oil na ne efa to say money sa na mana ya no about 2 or 3 departments. Me fancy 3 departments. The navigating department. They say near share with TV so see near original who be or no ye captain of the ship. And the captain of the ship no head navigating department responsible for navigating the ship.
navigate near baby air corner and air fano. And I said, "Quano check,
your baby a friend a bridge, and I said wheelhouse. So what a wheelhouse? Navigate no more. I mean, find say you can walk. Layman say you're more cash shape or no.
I'm cash shape or no.
Driver for no. Me find some driver come no cash shape or no. But into no. Omo department and Sunday being social or my see almost more other near ma. In a man also me engineering department. It is engineering department. So me say na me worship no. I mean I'm head of the engineering department.
Wow.
Into machines worship ni mu nyinara no. Ye na ye repair. Ye installation. Na ya repair. Esaya na ya repair. Into no ye so ye juma ye so ye.
What's kapao? Who this guy?
Nyame wo ho. Nyame wo ho pa.
Aduma we dey o se ekoye bi. Wow.
Enti no, ansa na catering department and also wo ho.
Ndi no tima yes avu aduane mamudi.
Oh yes avu aduane. Aduane na all the time e buffet enti no. Caterers na be ye aduane na baba besi o na obetimi adi bia no obi nkan chiro se dise ni obetimi adi na ni obetimi adi bia na wadi.
Sa wo fa shape every Ghana ako te say amai bia wo do nim so a ebo no ya na number say te say ye kofa flight ya bi twa 10,000 Ghana cedis 15,000 Ghana cedis no ya na shape so de number say
shape so de do eno so ne bo eden it depend on say na American passenger ships no ho eno no eno na opese utu kwan you just want to have an experience at sea and you know fa ship na your classes they say any alcohol hotel the higher you go the higher the amount of money you pay and you know obi betime the be $20,000 across ship mu obeba no na sikani nyina asa it will take me about maybe about a journey of about a round trip of let's say 2 to 3 weeks obeba na sikana asa because nema be brewum hotel a dining yet say hotel send ya obi send ya sika Lancaster hotel ukoma bia presidential suites near the nyina bi worship mu into sika no send ya sika a crown and then a better class of your friend is decks into no decks ni bi wo ha ne board den wait me single room our hotels we wait me double room hotels wait me and suite wait me presidential suite into nyina depend into no mentimi enkyere say nebo say sa depending on the package wo be ye den
wo ha de be ye for package a 40 say yeah ukofro flight economy and obi aye dodo na ye fifa first class
mentimi sheda enkyere because me nye adwuma o passenger ship but me sure say bia okuta be $5,000 ana dia obetimi dia akọ
ade that thing is your ship no bia bo
passenger ship no ebinie nti wa o hwese
no etimi fa ye fa kuma say ye wa dum ha say ye fa say ne kese betimi aye kese be sesen
okay
they say ye dan ana be so say ye dan
oh good day say be so asen no ship amaye adwuma the length of the biggest ship amaye adwuma 350 meters long. It's about the length of 3 standard stadia.
Hey, this is Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Aye. Park, you know, say 90 meters. Meme de no ye saa makonkon amensa.
And the other Kumasi Sports Stadium be miensa. Na ship baako kese no.
Enti we ye engine room ha na ye adwuma machine say wo ha hu ni nyina no. Esaya ye na ye de ye be repair ana say bi omo de foforo ba ye na ye be ye installation and say
ye be school akọ ya nti watima koduro sa plemu na ye adwuma amafo ye adwuma prague mu no ye adwuma o ship mu enti navigators na omo ka no omo ye be sen
ye wo captain. The captain is always the commander of the ship.
And when you ship
mu na hu say na me ka kire o ye ship mu. Ship mu no nti say ye show no na say ye show ship no outside the news you na onjin ni say ye ship mu. Ship mu na hu and ship mu no is always clean. We engine room baby or you may find say nanka be a magazine obe corner ha we a ship engine room ni o enso we say near hosi very clean. De bia na ye clean ni hono.
Ship na so bebrebe no.
We passenger ships.
What my you say esiswa etimidi bia na wotwe mienu miensa. Say entumrika bebrebe sa na etumrika pa.
Etumrika but on say transportation industry bia ewo the way a esi eko on say concord ba ye utine mu asisi a na wadu entino untimi in fact say normal sebi planes here eko just West Africa countries compared to Concord. So I
just asa no musa
we ye
ship na mu restaurant we nya ship na mu
no bibi we nyina ya ship mu no
what you can't tell me you say Ghana had the enye da bia na etu ebituko but they were ekuo so a omo na ehwe so pese wo kwa akohu omo no
acho ma clarify passenger ships no eno na enye da bia na etu o
enye da bia na make
but the other types of ships no the ebade bia Kwatema port and Takrade port and the ebade bia
my businessmen omo na kofa no is they concentrating on business one passenger one
okay
and the ever say no we say otukwan afa passenger shipper. Yes, as our company and as a body now, or mere responsible no home ticket,
sir.
There's a bia no more.
Ghana no any de bia never. Other countries in there a wo de bia because a honor the economy no a boosty. Nebo wedding. Intinenye ubia na sebi obetimi ayede for this
sa companies omo nkrankwa
ebi wo me sure say ebi wo takrade ebi kura kuma ombe wo agencies ebi ebi ombe wo
say ebi wie na ebi la na tumo bi nim company ni bi amon kan kire ye why say papa so wo company ni bi wo witirimu anu aka kire no akire say ebi atese de na flight from Kumasi to Accra. I was for hwan no ho no wa we could ticket no. Ye hu bi sa ye pese ye tu sa na money be dache. Papa yen san enwure mu biem. O me hu nipa dodo a omotime ka ship no navigators no. Your security to say mu a security
me da say any question we security there o ship ni mu a metimi aka say very secured ye woniema bebre wo honoma ye de aya eboye ho ban our shape nim na yen so no uku school a ye kire oniema bebre yesua maritime security all the time and the rise of piracy on the high seas kofa oniema bebre on says at time not security on the ships near wo that but 9/11 eba and into no more high 10 the security in the industries not only in the maritime industry but on the transportation industries into maritime industries so no my programs and our courses be just to make sure say sane man ebisia ye okwan ya ye betimi afa so combat entino security in the bill hobas sebi wa onim say in every institution near there no ma piracy at the high seas is still a big challenge. There are very hot spot areas in the world. The Gulf of Aden is one of them. Most of the ships now self security on board. Hijack the whole ship. A business. Sometimes on governmental basis. And sad the very dicey issues. Omutimbe hijack a ship no matimi aka say humachi and crop will be ediomegu prison be mo krobi so ntimun release your mansa na mo so ne release vessel na any crew na e wo no. Nejina Oma hijack Debbie or an answer waiting with the akọ chrome. International waters. The ship necessary. Ship necessary. Ship.
And this Anna me hear about could be not or move your no more buying in our mouth for say. Nina ship no call.
Never call. Enti imagine say oh be place say ya okuta sika obespend pa obespend because efe
wo pesa wo dam a wo benya ba bia da
babe say
hotel ho
say eye hotel we na nkasa hwe eye hotel
ndi save money
eye hotel ankasa passenger ships no you call it floating hotels a hotel a enamunsuo so enti na dan ne de etibwe ebetimi afa be about 20,000 people on board. A bit me for 20,000.
Oh, constituency money paro.
It me for 10,000. A bit me for 20,000. Any idea?
Enti wo say wo pretty coin o ma best no ma best na momo de no de na mo.
Me no me ye adwuma wo tankers so motor tankers. Yeah. You fa oil from one country to another. Enti no me no me took wine almost all the continents of the world. Enti krobe bre de makoso. Mako krobe bre so menti benchere. Mako krobe.
US na Canada no nyina, UK no nyina, mako krobe de say Australia no nyina.
Australia say mako hope. US de.
Na we dey kwanya adwuma wo
US de ya home.
We dey kwanya adwuma wo ship mu. Amafo do kwaye bubu nua nyina, wa nkoye babia kwaye
asase e wo ho. Ya shase wo ho. Eye school eye school na obekọ sebi adwuma bia opese oye wo wiase bia no eho school enti no me
Ghana haya wo de no Ghana haya
me komi school nyina wo Ghana haya na man for testing eye Regional Maritime University Accra Regional Maritime University
enti no said there wo wie secondary school opese o tech woni ba Amstead na wo so ko hono
sa na so ko hono a school ana eba ya choko a lot of people don't really know much about it. A lot of people don't know much about it. Eba ya choko until say me we secondary school ansa na mete say school no e wo hono
until we university was school no mo na wo ye dey apply obenya shape madwuma
say school no because for building people towards the maritime industry, companies or money companies were affiliations. And agencies in so obetimi I apply into nyame adom me school me 2 point kakra because na UK kakra timi wo na me hwehwe adwuma no because at that time na nchedan nye easy say obinya because Ghana ni ships into I just a foreign ships na bia na companies na so na bebre na den say obinya ntem but now utai to kwan Singapore ne Malaysia ne
Hong Kong no this area no
omodi ebusu wo hono nipa no kromo from time bi omo pese omo beko enso so ye ko school ni wia Maritime University where yetua in dollars betua in dollars enso beko school ni be wie na onya adwuma na afedi aye enti no me de miti kire amana no kakra so whilst I was there no may apply to some of the companies like venture idea yeah me work so
why adwuma for how many years and I ship adwuma no
my year adwuma ship for 16 years so I rose from the lowest rank to the highest rank.
I see.
As a chief engineer.
I see. Producer Busama ibi what's say
enti school no de ewo ho
edi aba say moko shape mu a motimi di enasen na masa aba asase so
it depending on the type of shape a wo yemu adwuma it depending on the type of shape a wo yemu adwuma yewo te say me find say shapes are containers so containers refrigerated containers and you want normal containers refrigerated containers and a day frozen foods inside there no if you are brochureba I don't know say edwane pa into no say maybe I make say from normal maybe from Ghana to America maybe bit me take it 2 to 3 weeks I don't know maybe a bit me less depending on the speed omoko who shape on say kwa who say ko speed but yenya yewo industry dem dey
who say ko
so what an aeroplane ma otimu obi an kan kire we be say baby a ugina na ugina then so no ye catch say ko at this speed I be your mama into shape on so no it make ko speed but e bit me ko bear 22 to 27 knots, not knots. And on a speeder ship, a very high speed power ship on a movie.
Wow.
So it be correct me call 30 knots. And near Navy we could tell the grandpa they beat me up to about 35 knots. You know, and tell not just speed but tankers 13 knots, 15 knots maximum, not just because it move to a far oil. Imagine say you put an oil of about 2 million barrels of oil. A tanker of about 350 meters long into a move and you load this oil now. Ship no ninyina no itime senke ne ekosha ase is about 20 meters. 20 meters of the ship no ne nsuo
na kakra bi tesoro
ai enti no me fan say is about 45 meters 20 meters itime wura nsuo no ase
na nsuo mu bebrebe obi ntima bo bibi wuram
na nsuo mmam na asabi no mu keka sa ansem no say o bonsu timi dane ship enya no kore bonsu bi entime dane ship
yes I know ka kire yo but brebia dupanya otimu mo ye adwuma na mo nya problem bi challenge bi a na ehu pa mo sufre mo nyankopon
e bada bia
ebi ni say
eto da bia on say nyankopon ne ho ehu enti insuo o kan bible e no kan say otimi di insuo say we ase enti no insuo no some of the oceans of the world you know, I know at them the waves are very high and when you are navigating through those places now your free BB you know shape no I say who shape that be cost
the libre for no turbulence
be turbulence we call it rough sea
yeah
experiencing rough sea and you know we have rolling and pitching ship no yes your friend pitching and I say cost na yes I say your friend rolling
so we have only anya temba rolling and pitching this is rolling yes a pitching no
yeah will be what ship no my friend chief officer the chief officer no ono na obeye calculation ahihye niema na yakofa ni nyina na egu ship ne so no to make sure that the ship is stable to get the stability of the ship senior insuo no a basset them crampo na entimi enye den few times ships may be etimi a rolling ma asenke yes maritime you know disasters there be brina ewo
nesenkia nipa no be den
esenkia sometimes sabi nipa ni bi etimi hwero mo nkwa ena but ye won hye be brain so wo hono ma etimi save you know the maritime industry or shipping industry shipping transportation as a whole is the safest means of transportation is the safest means of transportation. Shipping transportation is the safest means of transportation.
Actually, plane numene car numene
plane kura say ya west. Plane train numene ya west. Train eba is even better than aeroplane there. Car ni nyina ship ba na be a train aba because it has stability on the water in a train so because yet tintin into and also was stability until say be a bit derail be see that train be derail no most of the time so you will not hear train accident once in a while
it say now how number be for yankomodie no mahunu niema mienu bi a etima kwanhia ba e be ma kwan wa ka bi aka won te say mudu rough sea bi na asroche ebone ne ma niema no ne saa ne ma yeah, car nama yes wa fairly break and na driver lose control and na driver no order and na wakota menemu ni na akoso nkwanhia enti shape no so no niema mienu ya kan firi ho ade na tima nkwanhia ba wo shape
that's a very good question shape no ni engine no it be fail it me lose power to me lose proportion on the ship. In Tabia, all navigate narrow waters and shallow areas here. Na say o engine a failure. Captain no, and I make the navigating department a very difficult. So me maneuver ship no because ship no engine I say oh nama na o car sebi ne engine a shut down and I say be BBS na 40 be about
but an intense is
okay because we have a lot of systems in place BBC immediately no yetime a restore situation but few times you know recently them say last 2 months or so no ship would be ne engine failure into no hit bridge bi America and my bridge the whole bridge collapse na cars and am so collapse my cars ni bebre na betoto nsuo nim ipa hwere omonkwa enti bridge no and I'm sorry engine it me fail and it me cause maritime accident
ya chi asem we se sa na tie dia ye se alupri engineer be yes bia en hwan enum nsia nso we esaya na yiyama we say na yiyama we tisa ko breki wo so na ba ko pa asama ba momo de na nya bebrebe sa mutumi yiyama we
yeah what different types of ships and different types of engines
okay
bigger ships no bebre na kuta just one engine very powerful engines that can produce power of about 20,000 horsepower.
Wow.
Into no, ebi so pa. Into no, and yet that easy. Yeah, what other equipment are supported. In automation is there. Into no, and yet that very easy. Say ebi failure. In a failure, and yes, say immediately na no. Be a accident bit me yes. Yeah, when you ma be bria, it me a year. Most of the time, say be a failure. Yeah, what generators produce power on board the ship into ships power a light in you producing in our ship on so into generators and the ABI normally 3 awom into no generators and you produce power and the power no and the other things for propulsion e bin so use propulsion power plant no e be a diesel engines it be electrical propulsion and on the motors no ma couple to a engine no into no eternal na a converted not just it may propel most of the passenger ships no they use electrical propulsion
car nam na say na nya accident ya se won ko pe towing car na me Momo bi sa ha
ya wo towing ships
ship towing be
you tow ships that be ya tow ships that be ship ne say na say intime no anka say intime nkwa ya wo ships almost no tow and you towing vessels
ya be samba do qualify so timi ya juma ship mu bi abusiafo ya ne engineer Curtis Ochne ene de nkume marine chief engineer to a chief engineer onye any ordinary engineer chief engineer na osawo Eagle Star shipment management mo na yene di nkomo ye bon komo afa ship mo ene obie ni mani so mai pa maybe madam fo bi our Finland sesi e wo call abruchi na okofa ship bia no video kire me o ba bia restaurant wo ja wo to chacha gamble ni sa ni nyina o video na me say hey ship mo say ship te say hotel and now watch me say a che de make na me say wow and then manya papa o brief me say next time bia no probably a very nice experience for me dem akwa ship e dey akwa buche da che bia hallelujah papa what dey call maritime university na tim ko wura ship odwomo ye na wa ha yanko bi ye wo kwan bi why no qualify so mutim ko ye dwuma ship man yi
we da say we pacho obiya ti me qualify ko ye adwuma wo ship mu na no ane say school no obetimi ayeden akobi ship mu ye mema nkwan na ye adwuma ma bebre wo mu man ti me rise ya be ye captain man ti me rise ya be ye chief engineers any ade enti no ukọ maritime school na obiya ti me ko wie SSR most of the times no we science courses na very easy for you to enter into the industry enti no ya na we ti me akọ regional maritime university no omo diploma courses wo omo BSc so wo undergraduate ne ade enti kwan a pese o fa bia any program a pese o bia obetimi maybe sure say another time they betimi anya aka courses a obeya branches of the maritime now per se bia o ship adwuma because there were different courses bia na ya obetimi adwuma bia obetimi
okay uremu a unya wura ship no ma momo o de na engineering no te se wura hotel your receptionist your waiters ne waitress nom e wo miamia servo ye wo cook for ne ho ahwanom fan kosia bebrebe mo se wuremu a he na ye adwuma e wo mu say na mo de ne city
ye wo engineering for no omo no ye wo department na mekan I shall say mekan say we about 3 departments awo ye wo navigating department into omo no ye responsible for navigating the ship and then loading and offloading cargo from the ship. Navigators for no. And I engineers no. Omona equipment ship ni nyine mu no. Esaya omona be repair. Okay. Installation any idea. And catering department. Omona mu nu aduane ma crew na ship ni nyine mu no. And basically this 3 no when you talk about your friend is trading vessels na I don't know. So department we in a room. Into no bitimi ko na wakwa ye bi opeso ye marine engineering. Oh yeah, marine engineering. You end up becoming part of the engineering department. Oh yeah, marine nautical science. You end up becoming a captain. Yeah. Into your officers and your ratings and so ratings no. Omona sebi omo paper. Ship no omo ye cleaning idea no mo loadi omo ye adwuma no bebre na officers ne so no omo ye empanifo a omo hwe niema no se na bia se na ship no ebeko ene ade no na in the engine department so no omo take omo maintain adwuma na ewo ho ne nyina no and they work with their ratings. They work with their ratings. So we fitter, ubetimi akoye adwuma ewo hono. Obi awaye welding, na onim welding, ubetimi akoye adwuma wo ship so. Udim sa na ema na ubetimi akoye adwuma awo ship so.
No so be apply the fawo.
Obi apply na.
Ye fa say obi awie university. Opeso ko maritime university wo. Kwa masters na odi wura ship mo. Akwanya bi wo so obetimi aye.
Eba acho akwanya bi wo sa.
Utimai.
In a maritime na ye ship on square ye we been so a year juma online obi wa no person obekosi. But industry ni ye wo mo asase so a omo so no omo ye they are part of the maritime industry. They are into management.
Oh no we connection abetima akoye juma ho. Ghana ha we amini ho anwa kura ni police connection o ni protocol. Oh dear.
Unfortunately, say young crew muhano. Yeah. Ye ni ships and I say young ship nan kind and near will be, but in Indian I fade out. Na that you know, sure say if we keep drumming about the importance of the maritime industry, then the government should look at it in that area.
Ye be hope ye pese ehwe mude no. Abo akasema be senum na abo no nkron ye be say hwe mu day na mo be celebrate ne ho ne ma na afi yaba de opese aban ye ya yeso betimenya shape adwuma ni bi wo Ghana ha be ye show te say de ada amaman bi no mo no ye mo the World Maritime Day 2024 ebe follow on September 26.
Yes.
Good. And no any day na ye ka ho asem ya na say more different day be apart from
different day be ye were 2 days. We know ye day of the seafarer. I don't know. Almost celebrating on 25th June of every year. Day of the seafarer. It's a day set aside to recognize the contribution seafarers have made towards the maritime industry. Faswa omanya wo seafarers so.
Waba hono poso kakra bi mame education ha. Ye kan news da bia, ye read news da bia. Ye wo types bi wo ho. Ye say eye ship, ye say eye ferry, ye say eye boat, ye say eye dey na ye hwan na dey na ye dey no.
Okay. Ferry no. Ferry me fan say ferry no Ghana ye wo ferries. Etimi fa nipa, etimi fa cars ne etimi fa bi fa cars ne sa ade no. and ferry no in the layman's it's a smaller version of ship. But ships on your different types. Your different types. Me fancy ferry no be to me a fenipa a some fat cars in there. But your passenger ships are and on a fat passengers in Kwa. Any ship a fat cars in Kwa. A fat cars in Kwa. And here one of our boat to know ye were a yankete okota maport I be home a boat and kitten and nam a yen so a be near navy for a de copper patrols and any idea no a boats. Now sometimes interchangeably the words are interchangeable meaning to me use ship to me friendship no as a boat. It's interchangeably, but to go deeper, maybe I need time kakra. Another time, maybe I benyana about that's different types. But send you also can a free binum ship, a free binum boat near there. But ship no, you would different categories or different types of ship. A warhonum.
Okay. Now we're here, Day of the Seafarer.
Day of the Seafarer. No, and I make us say. A day set aside by the International Maritime Organization, that is the world body, a regulating maritime industry. They have set it aside to recognize the contributions the seafarers have made towards the industry, their impacts and their safety and their well-being overall. And they talk about it in a World Maritime Day, which will fall on the 26th of September. Coordinate team together this year. Team navigating the future, safety first. That is the theme. The best celebrity World Maritime Day this year. Navigating is about almost 50 years. They set up this organization they want to celebrate it and navigating the future. Safety first. Safety is paramount when it comes to the ships. Paramount, and we take it very serious on the ships. And there's a lot of regulations and conventions regarding safety. You find very serious in the maritime industry, and especially in that area, just to prevent accidents and incidents in the idea.
Annual program.
Annual program. Afibia 25th.
Ghana de ya Prada. Oh
yeah. In Ghana, the Ghana Maritime Authority. The Ghana Maritime Authority, a body they are responsible for the another body almost share maritime industry. So almost setting up regulations to govern the maritime industry in Ghana. And they celebrate it with the seafarers. The Regional Maritime University, they join, and other shipping industries or more Ghana no different sometimes. I remember when I was in school and I was part of the team.
But Ghana, what to say, benefit making move be said shipping industry near entire
Meti head ye sebi mente bibisa aye, but in kaye be bompire because there are a lot of benefits in the shipping industry. A lot of countries. Ethiopia a landlocked country, yet omo ships. Ghana insu atwa ye ho ahia enso ye ni ship. Intinesi yetimi eye ya adwen ye na nka ye develop the shipping industry in Ghana, even our inland waters in the crown, you bet me develop it. Now, way was so. Boats was so a movie people from one point to another, and as a goods from one point to another. There was sea craft, it's an aircraft, and there was sea craft. When you go to the Maldives, now you a small island in Sweden, where she I say aeroplane and a taxi. A taxi.
Young come on here, quick one. Nebo de Sagana Yentimin to Mintina, Yentim Fiona, and I said,
what I'm saying might not be correct, but mean to make us a nebo wedding because idea ya be paying, Kwame Chroma Eddie be by. And after some years, they faded all of them out. The
last word, 30 seconds. We can also
look at the maritime industry to grow our economy, because a idea it generates a lot of income. Singapore omuni oil no, but we do they have the busiest seaports in the world. Our yempeni for no mesrese omobehwe nanka yetime develop maritime industry.
Ship ne boy say pese to ship
memfa say ship tanker ebitime number 250-500 million US dollars.
Ghana sem
you bet me
but
it be so wireless depending on
person MFK ewura ha or entertainment banti ye nkomo nyina ba wie ye engineer Curtis Ochre na di nkomo marine chief engineer na ye na di nkomo yi ntimuduma de no mo say baba so country be na mo be kona fi sa day of the seafarer
day of the ye no war Krobia
so ye the
country bia o sign to the treaty of the international with the international on be Ghana so ye be ye biwa
ntia na mase ye dem osi hanom na na mantiful e de aba se ene eye owura kojoin shira animonyam aboaje the birthday by boys prefect e New World School